This is my 2018 Fitbikeco Str. I've been riding it now for a year. It was my first BMX, and I'll let you know what I think of it so far. First off, the rims are single wall, and they are still straight as an arrow. I haven't had a problem with those, and I jump off of a few things, probably 3 feet high. I could probably jump off of. So they've held up well. I had to take that off, clean it inside, sand a little bit, and then put it back together when I first bought the bike, and that stopped the handlebars from moving. And I had to take my crank apart and re-grease all that and put that back together. And I made a video on how to fix a squeaky BMX crank if you're having that problem with your BMX. But those were the only two issues. The brakes really suck. I don't know if that's normal for BMX brakes. I ride mountain bike with nice hydraulic disc brakes, so these brakes really suck, but they stop the bike, I guess. This bike came with a high 10 steel handlebar and fork, which, as you can see, this bike has been ghost ridden by mistake, of course, and landed upside down many times, and handlebars are still straight. Well, should I say, handlebars aren't bent. Same with the fork, you know. Most of my tricks, one of the only tricks I know is I bonk into stuff, and my fork is still straight. I don't ride this bike in the rain or in any wet, muddy conditions, dirty conditions, so the unsealed hubs were kind of a non-issue for me, I guess. I definitely do not take as good of care of the chain on this bike as I do with mountain bikes. It's something that I've probably cleaned and lubed this chain 4 times since I bought the bike, whereas on my mountain bike, you know, you do it every time you ride almost. I was worried at first. I had read a lot of things on the internet, of course, about high tensile steel and chromoly, welding them together and having issues. I have no issues with the welding on this bike. This bike has great welds. They're neat as a pin. Picked it up from Dodge City Cycles in Cumberland, BC. It has a 20-inch top tube. I feel like it might be a little bit too short for me sometimes. And then I'm out riding and it puts a huge smile on my face, and I think, well, do I really want to spend, you know, $700 on another new bike just to get a inch longer top tube? And you know, I think I'm just going to ride this bike into the ground and then buy a new top tube for it. I think I'm just going to run this bike into the ground and then buy a new bike with a 21-inch top tube and all sealed hubs and everything else. I love the tires on this bike. I think they grip the road very well. A hell of a lot better than I was expecting when I first bought the bike. I was looking at them going, oh man, how am I going to get grip with these? On the grass, not so much grip. Yeah, not so much grip at all on the grass. So if you like my video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, and have a nice day.